Welcome back, folks. Today is February the 4th at 6:31 a.m. Let's take a look at the futures. So they're pretty flat right now, not showing anything too amazing. The index seems to want to just continue climbing, which I don't know is really a good thing. We did have a consolidation here already once in this area, and then we finally came up out of that, and a couple good days, but now we've got a spinning top there, but we're still overbought. So you can look over here. Still overbought 53.36 on the McClellan oscillator. So we've been there for quite a while too. My thought is that keeps a certain amount of pressure for a more significant pullback to occur, because when we went sideways in here, we only got to like a plus 30, which, yes, that wears off the overbought reading, but we went right back up into the 40s, 50s immediately after that. So I would say just be cautious. I would say be cautious, because there's a very good chance that this market will pull back more significantly. So also you can see the NASDAQ just crossed the 100-day, but is approaching the 200-day. The S&P just over the 100, approaching the 200. That could be more significant resistance as well. I'm going to take a look at my current daily list, and then I'm going to zip through my secondary list, which shows a lot of the other stocks that I've been watching. There's been a lot of breakouts, so I've kind of reorganized this so that my current list shows things that are not yet broken out or are forming new patterns, and then the other list just shows everything that's kind of already broken out. Canopy Growth is forming out this pennant really nicely. I did get into this because I had a smaller pennant drawn. I got in, I think it was this day here. But it's continued to consolidate within the pennant. It's looking really good. Breaking over the line right as of today would be about 50-50. Park Electric, the chart looks okay, but this morning the chart seems screwed up because the close is showing $18.70. But the actual close from Friday, if you look over here on the New York Stock Exchange, shows $22.95 on February 1st. So we show a $22.95 close on the 1st, which was Friday, and for some reason now the close shows $18. So it might just be Thinkorswim, which is the platform I use, just showing a screwed up number. Anyway, the flag on the chart still looks good. It's actually come out of it already. I did buy into this, so that's kind of why I have it here in my list. They show some topping tails, which means it might just fail. Okay, but so far the price is still moving out and volume is coming in. So if we can outmaneuver those topping tails and still have the price climb, we should be able to go higher from this. But topping tails don't look really good on there. I'm guessing it's probably gonna stop up. Netflix, last week I put a kind of a side note video up on Friday, which I wouldn't normally do a video on Friday, but I wanted to do this because in the Thursday video I said this was an ascending triangle, and to me now it looks like a rising wedge, which is more bearish. And you can see the lines are perfectly touching that top line. Each bar is perfectly touching that top line. I'd be very cautious on Netflix right now. We've also got declining volumes from previous activity. Be really cautious if you're in it. Maybe it just kind of works its way up on a weird angle and the price keeps climbing. Technically it looks like a rising wedge, which means it should be falling soon. Just be really careful with Netflix here. Tandem is one I really like. It held up super well during the downturn last year, formed an ascending triangle, broke out of it, and now has a nice flat base formed here. I would be looking to buy this 45.30 is the breakout price I have over this line. So, you know, 45.30. GRUB, earnings are coming out this Thursday. And then on the chart, we've got a rising wedge down here. It may sit there until the 7th. I don't think it'll break out before that. It might. Just keep an eye on it, but be aware that the earnings are on the 7th. And the breakout price on that is 83.80. Found this guy last night. It's very much like CGC, Canadian company, I believe. Aurora Cannabis has this little, I don't know what you'd call that, ascending triangle. Breakout on that would be $7.52. That's a nice one. It's not very expensive. And then Xilinx, I have, after the big pop on its earnings, it has this little resistance line here. Breakout would be over the high there, 113. I have 113.45 just so it actually clears that price. So 113.45. And then to just go through this real quick, square, that chart really needs work. Align, surprisingly, it got smoked when the earnings came out and then got bought like crazy. I'd like to see a bit more consolidation up here. I think it's probably going to climb again before it does that. I'd like to see more consolidation. Paycom has continued to go up even though the volume hasn't been that great through these breakout bars. Volume continues to climb. Palo Alto looks super strong out of the ascending triangle. Biomed kind of did not do what I thought. Broke out over the line on the earnings and then just sold off. And now it's back below that line. I would probably just wait until it actually breaks out over that line, gets some momentum, and then forms another pattern before I attempt to buy that. Data, its earnings are coming up February 5th, which is Tuesday. It's looking like it's still wanting to go up, but with the earnings so close, I wouldn't touch this now. Domo didn't have very good volume when it came over the line, but it did go over the line. It's holding above. If you're in, just hold your stop and it should, well, wait and see what it does. I'm assuming it would still go higher, but it needs volume. Trade Desk, nice little base there that it came out of. Had pretty good volume on the breakout day. Nice day on Friday. Looks really good. ZS finally launched on Thursday. Really good volume. I missed that one. I just wasn't at my platform to buy it. But that looks really good. MDB, volume hasn't really showed up, but it's still climbing over the line. PXD, again, there are still oil worries, but the price has now moved over and volume is pretty good right there. So it might continue to climb. And then Lennar, I kind of just moved it out because this is pitiful. Attempted to break out and then sold right back below the line. It might make its way higher, but so far it doesn't look very promising. And that's it. I really hope this chart fixes itself. But yeah, that's it. The next video would be tomorrow morning and we'll see what happens. Have a good one.